So how do you take it? How do the guys from the SDA carry you? Do they take you as someone who's, because your music is listened to everyone. How is that journey with you and your church, knowing that, you know, SDA, I actually know SDA for the music of, you know, choir. I don't know about you.
Are you still there, or you are born again?
I am born again.
He just grew up in the SDA
Yeah,
setup.
I mean like that journey.
Okay, you see, I love the question because when I got saved, I
Yeah.
discovered that everyone has a specific gift.
Oh yeah.
And looking at my growth, I grew up from an environment where I was exposed to hip hop, you know, dancehall. So it was a thing where I needed to recognize what's in me. And when I recognized it, it wasn't a talent that was just for the church,
Yeah.
like SDA. So it was a talent that was given to me that it should be used to everyone that needs to connect.
Wow.
And looking at my growth with SDA, everyone respects me as an artist, which they listen to my music. It doesn't matter whether it's dance or, because at first I also had it,
Yeah.
like it was a challenge for me to really get accepted in the church. But at this point, God has just used me and I'm able to preach to everyone.
Wow.
There was a day I was making a song and there were the guys that were in the studio with me. So they were like, who did this song? And I said, this is my song. They said, wow, this is the type of music we really want. So I still feel like people don't really need to put themselves in a box because they want to be accepted. You need to fully live your life in order for you to discover what, because sometimes growth is not going to seen because you are always in a box. But the time I started making music and I could make every genre, I found that it grew up in me and the music was able to blow up. The music was able to be accepted by everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it comes down to what you believe in. It doesn't matter, because sometimes you can come from an environment that does not even accept you as an artist. But looking at your belief and what you really accept to accommodate. So I actually accommodated growth.
Amazing, amazing stuff. That is, anyway, one of the stories. One time I think I had on some of the things that he did, and it was quite a tough journey, you know, in life. Those are places where we come from, where when you start doing something and, you know, you're recognized, then people start fighting for you. And I, no, you know, you've been here, this is what you're meant to do, this is how we live and all that. But anyway, how many years are we talking about? And what are you looking up to? You know, we always have this big picture as an artist. I want to do this. By the time I do this, then I will tell God, I have done my work. So I don't know. What is your journey? What are you looking up to? What's the big picture?
The bigger picture is to travel the whole world, because I've only done 2 international tours and I only won 3 awards. That's in UK and also in America, and 1 in Zambia. So my prayer is to travel the whole world, to come to Uganda, to go to different countries, and also just to help out every artist that is trying to make it. So I started up with a studio. As you can see, I'm in the studio. This is my home studio.
Okay.
So I mentor some artists. I write music for some artists. I'm developing young artists. Even in Uganda, right there, I've got few artists that I'm mentoring, and it's something that is so awesome right now.
Okay.
He's
Well,
talking about Ugandans.
talking about Ugandans.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, talking about Ugandans. How is Ugandan gospel music faring when it comes to Zambia, the audience in Zambia? Because here in Uganda, of course, we so much celebrate Zambian music, gospel music. We dance to Chipolo Polo. Then now we have you, Massin. We have so many of you guys we know. How is Ugandan gospel music also faring in Zambia?
Right now, I would say it's growing because of the connection that we have with every artist. Yeah, I remember I did a song, Talk of a City. It featured Brian Wade from Uganda.
Yeah.
And there's also Ruyonga, who was actually known this side. But right now, it's speaking because every Ugandan artist that releases songs and they send to us, we're able to send to every DJ that plays music.
Wow.
So it becomes something that is familiar right now.
Okay. Well, maybe before I go into more of that, what do you want to be remembered as or for? What do you want to be remembered for? What do you really live for?
Wow, that's a deep question.
Yeah.
Okay, you see, I love to inspire people. I love to have impact on people. So I would love to be remembered as someone who really helped out people to accept themselves. Because I come from a background where it's hard for you to be accepted. Even right here in Zambia, it's hard to be accepted. So I want to be remembered as someone who made the world accept young people as kings.
What's your biggest challenge that you've met in what you're doing right now? Is it a career, profession, ministry? I don't know what you call it, but in what you're doing, what we know you for, what's your biggest challenge and what's one of your biggest successes?
My biggest challenge was when I was trying to put my career, musical career, with my personal career.
Oh,
Because my field of work, I'm an accountant.
okay.
So it was something that was hard because I'm exposed to a company that doesn't really need the accountant to be everywhere. You know, everyone
be a
wants the
DJ.
accountant to be reserved. Yeah, sometimes I dye my hair. Sometimes I'm just dressed like you. I'm not an accountant. So it was hard for me to accept myself. But I realized that my calling is more important than any career that is existing today. So that was the biggest challenge. But right now, God really helped me to accept.
Did you drop
And
it or you
music
still
to me
balance
is,
them?
I still balance them. I make sure ministry is first. Yeah, because that's my calling. That's where my treasure is found.
Wow.
So I make sure I balance. But with time, I've been telling God I want to stop being an accountant. I just want to serve faithfully and be someone that makes music for life.
Wow, wow, very nice to know. What are some of the words that you'd want to give to the fact that you love mentoring, you love impacting people? What are some of the words that you want the young people who are watching us right now, the upcoming artists who are watching us right now, what are those words you'd want to share with them that can actually get them going?
To every upcoming artist that is out there, make sure you invest time in growing your spiritual life. Because when you understand God fully, then everything will eventually go your way. Because if you read the book of Philippians 4 verse 19, the Lord said He's able to supply all our needs according to His riches in glory. So upcoming artists, they're hungry for fame, you know. So every upcoming artist, to invest more time to know more of God and make sure you know your direction. Because I've met people that they say, I'm an upcoming gospel artist. Then if they're exposed to a certain lifestyle, they stop being gospel artists. So I need you to accept yourself, accept your calling. If you read the book of Jeremiah 1 verse 5, the Lord says, long before you are formed, I knew you and I gave you a name. So I want every upcoming artist to accept themselves, because money will come, you'll be exposed to something big, but accept that you are called to preach the gospel and make sure that you go in that direction.
Wow.
Then also make sure you have a backup of finances, because most of the upcoming artists are lacking money. So you find that they are saying, no, I don't have a manager. But to be honest with you, I've been in this game without a manager, and I've traveled places. I've been to South Africa, I've been to Zimbabwe. You know, this month I was supposed to be in Atlanta. So God has exposed me to people that will help me. Don't rush for management. Be able to invest in your talent, get to know yourself, get to know your weaknesses and your strength. So when you stand to get a big check, you won't really fall for that big money, but you will only stand for what is true.
Wow, wow.
Like you see this winner song that you just played.
Yeah.
That song I wrote it for a Ugandan artist. I'm not going to mention the name, but I just want to encourage him. That song wasn't fully my song, but because he stopped doing gospel, so I had to get it back and make sure that I finish it up.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you so very much. I love the message. I'm also going to take it. I'm actually going to ask for this clip. I'll always play it back and back again.
I know. It feels like he was talking to all of us. But just before you run out, kindly let us know how to reach out to you that is following you on your platforms. And of course, you know, you used a native language in the winner song. Maybe a second to tell us what it's all about. And because it is the song we're premiering today, being a fresh vibe and the Nigerian collaboration, so you could talk about it and let people know where they can find you.
In fact, is Winner Uganda coming?
Yeah.
Yeah, Winner Uganda, Winner Kenya. So you did mention that. Why am I not working with Ugandan artists? There's Winner Uganda coming.
Wow.
Wow.
We are waiting.
Yeah, so winner means different. There's a part where it says Wanipanga winner.
Yeah.
It means you have made me different.
Oh,
I'm a different man today.
Oh.
Yes, it means you have made me different. And the part where it goes like Ndiwe nizamekela, it means you are the one I'm going to shine for.
Oh. Beautiful vibes.
Yeah,
Just
so it's a
give us
song that I
cappella,
talk
man.
about. Okay.
Just give us a cappella and we'll
I
be
just
running
feel
out.
like I
Maybe
need
no,
one.
I've not even got. Please let the people know where to find your music, because just after the cappella we will play the song, and that will be our goodbyes to each and everyone that is watching you today.
Okay. So this song Winner is on YouTube. You can just search for Massin Winner, and it will bring results. You'll find the song. So, am I supposed to do shout outs after this?
Yeah, surely
Please
go
go
on.
ahead.
Because I have a lot of people that are tuned in right now from the
Yeah,
country that
surely.
needs shout out.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay, before I do a cappella, so big shout out to DJ Breezy. Big shout out to DJ Jemmo.
Right here.
Big shout out to DJ Victor.
Yeah, man.
Big shout out to DJ Q.
DJ Q.
And big shout out to DJ Andrew. Big shout out to DJ Sam. Big shout out to Urban DJ and every DJ that is tuned in. These are my family. These are my people.
Wow.
Much respect.
Yeah. Wanipanga wina, inendine wina, wanichinja zina, inendine wina, ndiwe nizamekela, ona mweni bekela, ndiwe nizamekela, ona mweni bekela, So you can check me out on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook. My that boy Massin. Make sure you check out because I have brand new music coming out, and you will catch it exclusive on Soul TV.
Wow. Thank
I
you
request
so
the time you
much.
decide to come to Uganda, you give us the opportunity to once again host you in our studios. We shall be really blessed to have you here.
Yeah, and thank you.
I can't wait to see you, my family.
Wow. Thank you so very much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Bless you too.
too.
Shalom. Shalom. I learned that one. Yeah.
Right there, some reason, you know, kati Uganda, bowulira wina oba ogamba omusajja yayimba wina.
But winner is
He
there.
explains it on his platforms.
Olipanga we. Let's just go for this one song in particular, and then we come back with our social media.